Hi everyone, it's Cliff here for YC Test Drive. For those that have been following my channel, really appreciate, thank you so much. You people are the reason why I keep on making videos. For those that are seeing this for the first time, I would urge you to subscribe to YC Test Drive on YouTube, follow me on Instagram and Facebook on YC Test Drive. Okay, I've received a lot of questions. Cliff, what do you do? So what I do car reviews. So I'm interested in cars, I drive cars, I talk about my own opinion, what I like about the car, what I don't like about the car, test drive cars. So just in case you have a car that you are interested in and you don't know about this car, you can't go to the garage to go see this car, just tell me in a comment below what kind of a car it is. I'll find the car, I'll talk about the car, I'll explain about the car, and then we'll discuss about the car. So that's what I do in general. Okay, so we are on A1, the road to Okahanja, our mighty A1. I wish they would do the same all the way to Chuarongo. I'll try to be as loud as possible so that you can hear me because it's quite windy. So the reason we are here today, it's because of this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 2009 1.6 Toyota Corolla. So Toyota has been making this car Corolla since 1966. That's a long time ago. That was the first edition of Toyota Corolla.
So this is the first generation. Let me know in the comment below if you were born that month and that year. So that was in November 1966, and the first version came out in 1968. Second generation in May 1970, the E20, first Sprinter, and the version 2T was introduced in 1972. And then in April 1974, the third generation was introduced. That was from the E30 all the way to the E60, and the bigger Sprinter was introduced and the 4K engine started. The fourth generation was introduced in 1979, that's the E70. That was the last car to use the K and the T engine. Now, most people who love Corolla will tell you that this is their favorite. Fifth generation in May 1983, the E80. First time Toyota Corolla was introduced in diesel, front wheel drive, and the rear wheel drive was discontinued. Ladies and gentlemen, my most favorite, the sixth generation in May 1987, E90, a few all-wheel drive, the most famous 1.8. I loved it. I love that car. Seventh generation, I didn't like it. In June 1991, the E100. It was large, it was heavier. I didn't like this car. Never liked it. I don't know why. The eighth generation in May 1993, the E110, aluminium engine block and cylinder head, making it lighter and making it smaller and easier. Ninth generation in August 2000, the E120 was introduced, and the E130 in 2001. Toyota has sold over 45 million Corolla up to date.
So I want to find out, how has Toyota managed to sell such lots of cars? This is a 10th edition of Toyota.
It's a 1.6 four-cylinder inline engine. That's 91 kilowatts, 157 Newton meter of torque.
Okay, with the 2009 model, you can see the front grille, you can see the famous Toyota badge. Unfortunately, with the 1.6 does not have fog lights, but you can see this huge light. If you come this side, you have a 15-inch rim. This is a steel rim, the black steel rim. Your mirror, electric foldable mirrors. Really, I like the way they make it a little bit buff. It has some curves. You can see how the lights looks like. These are not fog lights, but these are reflectors, which are really nice, especially in the night. The boot space, it has a really huge loading space. So look at how huge the loading space is here at the back. So you have really enough space. Your spare tire is right underneath here. This is where you then have your spare tire. It's a huge loading space. Let me just quickly show you the interior of this car. Let's just quickly have a look. It's quite fair and easy and not much complicated. I think this is one of the reasons why Toyota has been very good. You have your windows, and then you have central locking system, which is not automatic. You have to lock it yourself, and then here you can lock the windows. On here you have adjustable lights, and you have your electric mirrors right here, so it's quite really fair. Here on the dashboard, I like the way how this yellow orangish color that they have here, and you also have this bar fuel gauge, and you can also have your temperature then on this side, which is also bars. I like here the show is showing you the temperature outside, and of course that time, and also the odometer. Here, if you come here on the dashboard, I like the way how this dashboard fairly flows. It flows all the way. I like this shape, how it's made here. It flows nicely with the radio coming down here, and it indicates, showing you that the airbag it's on here for the adult. It's a 6-speed manual, which the gearbox is reverse, you push it that way. The radio, it's a MP3 player, which is a 6 CD shuttle, which is really quite easy. It does not have an aux cable, it does not have Bluetooth, but it's a 2009 model, you can understand. Okay, so the back side, of course, you have these winding manual windows, but you have the compartment, of course, here for cool drinks and so forth. The sitting space at the back here, I find it quite okay. It's quite comfortable. It has enough leg room at the back here. You also have this then armrest and your cup holders here, just in case if you are two at the back. Fairly, the space is enough, and also there's enough headroom also here at the back, so that's really quite nice. I like that. You have speakers here, a 6x9 right here at the back, right on your shoulders. Okay, test drive. I would like to test this car and feel how it drives. I want to understand why Toyota has been so good. Let's see how this car handles on the road. Okay, I'm still getting used to the gears. That's gear 2. That's gear 3. It really quite drives well. I like the way it drives. It feels quite good. It's very solid. It's still for over a 10 years old car to feel this way, to drive this way. This is still really nice. This is the kind of car that you want, and for a 6-speed, that makes it really quite economical, as we said. So I'm impressed with the Corolla. Of course, it's not a car that is full of fancy stuff, technology, all that fancy stuff. This is a 2009 model, as we said. So it's still quite a really good car. I like the way it feels. It's solid. It doesn't make noise like or lots of things. No, it's just really smooth, and it sails. It goes, and it just keeps on going. You can hear that. It just keeps on going, and it goes, and it goes, and it goes, and it's just impressive. Any 6-speed car for me is very good. It's very good for fuel consumption. It handles well. I like this Corolla. I will quickly just have a quick stop now. So we test it from 0 to 100 and see how it picks up. I just want to see how it does from 0 to 100. Okay, let's see. Come, Corolla! It just gently picks up. It's a 1.6 engine, so you can understand it does well within the speed limit. Okay, I just hit the speed limit. Yeah, 6. Just maintaining just doing 120. Perfect in terms of handling. I like the way it handles. On this curve, it just really handles well. Okay, so as usual, I'm fascinated with this car. Quite simple, reliable, easy. I'll pull over. So we talk about a few things I like about this car, and a few things that I might say about the car. So I'll just pull over here and then we'll see. Okay, so I've just done test drive. I really enjoyed this car, but of course there will be other things that I don't like about the car. So just a few things that you can live with. 5 things as usual. It has cloth interior. Of course, you can put seat covers. Yeah, I don't like the fact that it doesn't have fog lights, which is not a big issue. I mean, it's not a big issue. It doesn't have cruise control, which is something that I always like. I don't like the fact that it pulls in front. Okay. One more thing that I don't like, it's the fact that you have rim covers. Let me just show you. We just removed rims on the rim covers on this side. Look at how this car looks like without rim covers. You see how it looks like without rim covers? Without rim covers, this car would look old. So I would have preferred if Toyota put some magrim on this car. But of course, it's the model. It's also a 1.6. Apart from rim covers, and apart from the car without having cruise control, apart from the fact that the car does not have leather seats, apart from that the car does not have fog lights, everything else is perfect of this car. I just received a call from the owner of this car. She's actually selling it. So if you want to buy a Corolla, here it is, guys. This is the car for you to buy. She's selling it for 89,000. But if you call me on YC Test Drive, I will negotiate with her so that you get it on a better price. She's selling it. And it's not only because it's owned by a lady, but this one, the owner took care of this car quite well. She just did a service yesterday, which I'll just show you. Just follow me, let me show you. She just did the service yesterday. Here are the service papers, ladies and gentlemen. So she did service yesterday on this car. So all service record is up to date. So just in case you want to grab yourself a car, you want to have a car that is well taken care of, it's not only just it's owned by a lady, she took care of it. So if you want to grab yourself a car, perfect car that you would last with, that would take you, and this car, easy maintaining. It's just really easy maintaining. Toyota has always proven that in itself. So I really, really enjoy this car.
Malkia palipupa wako nimedata sura changa changa ngozi ya kokobata shekuntalisia sanga yani swadaka mama wangu moyo utaupeleka puta.
I will see you in my next video where I climb a rocky mountain with a GD6. And then the bridge gets narrower and narrower and narrower. Subscribe to YC Test Drive on YouTube and follow me on Instagram and Facebook.